This is Matt Russell, and welcome to the Daily FX Forum.
So here are the four pairs that I will be discussing this evening: the Euro Pound, the Aussie Kiwi, the Pound Swiss, and the Euro Swiss. So let's go ahead and pull up the charts. The first chart is the Euro Pound. If you recall, during the past several reports, short off this doji candle up here, and then covering around the 87.25 area, and then entering on the long side just above that 87 figure. Prices are still rallying, and again, the target would be the high price over here, about the 88.35 or 88.40 area. That should be the target. I might take a portion of profits right now if you are in this trade. Maybe take half the profits off the table, and then again hold that other half until the 88.30 to 40 area. The next chart is the Aussie Kiwi, and like I said, I've been waiting for something to develop in this pair. We do have a tentative bearish engulfing pattern which could be forming now, but it's very early in terms of the candle now. This daily candle is only 3 hours old, so we would have to see how this plays out for the remainder of the session, but certainly by the 5 p.m. close tomorrow we could have a setup if this candle were to continue to the downside and end up being a bearish engulfing candle. But again, it would matter where the pair exactly closes, because the stop would be located above that 24.17 high. So I will update you on this trade tomorrow. The next chart is the Pound Swiss, and let me zoom out a little bit and give you a better idea of the trade here. This was a long trade off the double bottom just beneath that the 72 figure. I mentioned during yesterday's report that we might use the 61.8 to enter on the long side here, but prices did fall beneath it and actually close beneath the fib level. I want to show you exactly where I entered on this trade. I entered about just beneath the fib level. I believe it was about the 72.60 area, and I was stopped out about 72.20. So a risk of 40 pips, and again, we just look for the next opportunity. That's part of trading, learning how to take losses. And if this same trade setup was given to me, I would take it in a heartbeat, risking 40 pips. And again, the upside is a couple of hundred pips, so the risk to reward is extremely favorable, but anything can and will happen on any individual trade. So for this pair right now, if you are still long from the double bottom recommendation, I would continue to hold the trade right now, and again, place a stop just beneath those lows. I believe the low here is about the 71.60 area, so maybe around the 71.40, 71.30 area is where I would place the stop. The next chart is the Euro Swiss, and not much has changed here. Still just waiting for prices to come down and test the longer term support line. Let me zoom out here, formed by the mid-October low here and the late March low over here, and prices are about 100 or so pips away from the line right now, so this trade could materialize within the next 24 to 48 hours, but I certainly will. I want to go ahead and formally welcome everybody to the Daily FX Forum, and I want to explain a little bit about the forum and the wealth of information that you can obtain from the forum, and how to go about doing so, how to find the things you want. So I'm just going to dive right in right now, and this is dailyfx.com, and this is usually how I navigate my way towards the forums. Obviously, you know, it really depends on each individual how they access the forums, but this is how I go ahead and do it. I go dailyfx.com, go ahead and click on the forum on top, and this brings you to the Daily FX Forum homepage, and this highlights the most recent posts with the subject. So if you see anything that you're interested in, you can obviously go ahead and click. What I like to do is click on the forums tab like this, and go ahead and view the forums in the normal, typical way that forums are set up. And here you go, there are a bunch of threads down here. And I'm just going to go ahead and go directly to the forum, the video you just viewed, where you viewed it. So let's go ahead. This is the Daily FX Instructor Tips Forum, identifying trades with Daily FX. That's me. And go ahead and click on the most recent post. So this is where you are right now viewing the video, although the video will be the video beneath this one that you're watching right now. So normally when I'm on the forums, and what I would do is just scroll up to the top. Certainly you can check out any of my previous videos, and you know, especially if I did mention them in the report or in the video that you're viewing at that moment. And what I will do is go ahead and click on the forums, and then look for the forums that I like, you know, that I have interest in. One of them would be the Euro Dollar forum, and this, again, it's really up to each individual trader as to exactly how they want to use the forum. Personally, what I like to do, the first thing I do is I'll go to the Euro Dollar thread, I'll go and click on the latest post, And what I'll do here is, and again, I just want to, really emphasize this point. It depends on your exact mindset when you're viewing, and me as a trader, I have some experience, so what I do and how I personally use the forum is I go through and I'll read what people are saying about the euro, what their trade ideas are. I certainly, try to maintain my own individual objectivity, and I really don't pay much attention to what other traders are saying in terms of my trading. I'm not going to certainly see something on a forum and then go jump into a trade, but what it will do, it will open my eyes to certain trading opportunities, maybe a certain line or a certain time frame that I haven't looked at before. So that's one way that I personally like to utilize the Daily FX forum. But certainly for newer traders, there are plenty of topics that you can go over. Let's say you might not be well versed in terms of certain currency pairs that you want to learn about. Scalping, you might not know what Elliott wave is. You can go ahead and click there and see exactly what you can, what you can understand, what you might not understand, and then certainly feel free to ask questions about any of these topics that you have. Maybe the carry trade, maybe you have some questions about that, or the sentiment, the SSI, or the latest economic news, FX programmers, the webinars, MT4. Any questions about active trader, you can go ahead and click on those threads. So again, it's very free, very open, and there is a wealth of information here and just waiting to be utilized. Again, this is Matt Russell. Thank you for listening.